Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Phantom, back at you with another video, and today I got something that's been long in the making, something a lot of you guys probably forgot about, something a lot of you guys have been waiting forever for me to do this video. So remember almost an entire year ago, right, I made that Xenoverse video where I went back to play Xenoverse 1 and I said I'm probably going to do a video in the future showing off just how different Xenoverse 1 is from Xenoverse 2 in depth, right? So if you guys want to see a video like that, get this video to about 300 likes, alright? Get this video to 300 likes and I want to do a video showing off just how different Xenoverse 1 is to Xenoverse 2 with complete detail. Yeah, well, a year later, almost a year later, and I still have never made that video until today. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back to Xenoverse 1 and we're going to be hitting back up Xenoverse 2, and we're going to be discussing the main differences that make these games so different from each other. I feel like a lot of people who play Xenoverse 2 never played Xenoverse 1. Therefore, I feel like a lot of you guys just think Xenoverse 1 was just a slightly less better version of Xenoverse 2. And that is definitely not the case. Xenoverse 2 is light years better than Xenoverse 1 in every possible way fashion. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys why and how. And starting this list off, I'm going to be talking about how clothes and equipment work in Xenoverse 1. So if you guys ever play Xenoverse 1 and you try to dress your character up in all kinds of cool clothing, you'll be met with something that's completely different than Xenoverse 2. As you guys probably already know, Xenoverse 2, you can put on any kind of outfit you want, any kind of cool accessory you want, anything your heart imagines, you know, no limits. You can dress your character to look as stupid as fucking possible. Because this game, thankfully, included the QQ Bang system, which overrides the stats on clothes, which I feel like was one of the best things, the best possible things they could have ever added to Xenoverse 2. On the contrary, if you play Xenoverse 1, what's going to happen is clothes still affect your stats. There is no QQ Bang, there is nothing to override those stats. So depending on what clothes you put on, it will heavily, and I mean heavily, affect your character. Clothes and equipment weighed a lot more in Xenoverse 1. If you were a strike character, you could tell somebody was a strike character by the clothes they had on. The Goku gi, the Time Patroller outfit, all that kind of stuff. The Ki Blasters they had on was called Ki Blaster gear. The 5-star Dragon Ball costume, GT Goku outfit, all that kind of stuff. That stuff affected Ki Blast Super. So it made everybody's character kind of look the same, and it was very, very bad. And that's one of the things I am so glad they fixed in Xenoverse 2. The next thing I'm going to talk about will be DLC support. This is kind of an obvious, but it's so different that it's worth mentioning. During Xenoverse 1's lifespan, we only had 2 DLC packs. Only 2 during the entire game. It was the GT Goku DLC pack where we got Baby Vegeta, well, not Baby Vegeta, we got GT Goku, I think Pan and GT Trunks, and then we got the Resurrection of F DLC pack where we got Golden Frieza and Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and that was it. Those were all the DLCs we got for that game. Fast forward to Xenoverse 2, we have damn near 13 or 11 DLC packs. The third thing we're going to mention will be how we moved around in the hub world. So in Xenoverse 1, as you guys can probably tell, we didn't have any flying, we didn't have any, you know, jetpacks, we didn't have any of the General Tao motorbikes and stuff like that. We didn't have any of the pods you could kind of fly around and dash around in. All we could do was just slowly walk and slowly jog towards our next destination every single where. We didn't even have any kind of fast travel mechanic. Xenoverse 2's hub world is extremely large, extremely vast, and it's a pretty good looking hub world with a lot of stuff to do in it. In Xenoverse 2's hub world, you can fly, you can fast travel. The next thing might come as a surprise to a few of you: training mode. Training mode for Xenoverse 2 was a completely new feature I feel like some of you guys might take for granted a little bit, because in Xenoverse 1 there was no training mode. There was no training mode where you could go in and the bot would just be idle. You can set the bot to just sit there and you could just spend all the time in the world just practicing your combos and just having a good time. In Xenoverse 1, the closest you had to a training mode was just doing a basic offline 1v1 set against, I think, what, Super Broly. The characters were either Nappa or Broly, because those characters had the highest health, so you could kind of fight against them and beat them up for a little bit longer. You pretty much had to beat up the bot, restart the fight over and over again until you were satisfied. So I feel like training mode, while it's a small inclusion, is something that is worth mentioning and we shouldn't take for granted. Using items online. This is a big one. Xenoverse 1 players, I know you guys remember it, don't lie. Whenever we went online, whenever we had 3v3s, hell 1v1s, and you had that one piece of shit who used to always pop the damn capsule. The all regen capsule, the all health large XL capsule, used to heal the whole fucking team and it used to ruin everything. Think about it like this, right? In Xenoverse 1, you're beating somebody up, right? You're just beating them up. They're about to die, you're about to kill them. But then they just pop a fucking capsule, get all their health back, and the whole fight just resumes like from the beginning, basically. Isn't that annoying? Oh my god, one last thing I forgot. I gotta cut in right here. Man, also in Xenoverse 1, it was the 3-minute time limit, and that was the only time limit, and that was for 1v1s and 3v3s, I believe. And you could not adjust that. So keep in mind, if your opponent was popping capsules the whole time, guess what? The time limit is still going down. So while they're sitting there regenerating health and running away like a little faggot, being a bitch, you had to chase them, the time is still going down. So you could lose to an opponent popping capsules and just running the time clock out. That happened a lot in Xenoverse 1. They would run the time clock out, run away. I mean, because you only got 3 minutes on the fucking clock, guys. So that's another thing you gotta remember. In Xenoverse 1, you couldn't change the time limit. In Xenoverse 2, of course, we can have 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. In Xenoverse 1, 3 minutes, that's it. That's it. That's why I feel like some of you guys do not even know that in Xenoverse 1, we didn't have that option. We had to deal with it. It was to the point where Xenoverse 1 players online, we had this kind of code of honor where it was frowned upon to pop capsules. It was frowned upon to use items during battle. It was cheap, and usually you ended up getting kicked because of it. So there's a huge difference between Xenoverse 2's rank match system and Xenoverse 1's rank match system. In Xenoverse 1, we actually had letters that designated our ranks. In Xenoverse 2, unfortunately, they did away with that mechanic. They did away with the whole letter system, so now we don't have letters to designate our high ranks. We just got our numbers, and it's a lot less interesting in my opinion. So I mentioned this in my video back then, Kamehameha Cancelling. This is something I feel like a lot of you new school players don't even know exists. The Kamehameha Cancelling was something to be feared in Xenoverse 1, and it was literally the equivalent to the key cancelling in Xenoverse 2. Although, in my opinion, it was a lot cooler and a lot more versatile. You would pick the Kamehameha skill for your created character. I believe it was either the regular Kamehameha or the 10 times Kamehameha. It was either one of those. And basically, you could cancel the startup animation of that move and it will reset your character to neutral position. What this means is you could get really versatile in how you actually did your combos in use with the Kamehameha canceling. You could cancel out of your recovery animations with it. You could cancel into more active frames with it. You could do all kinds of stuff. You could use it as a way to increase mobility. It was extremely versatile to use in Xenoverse 1, and you could do some seriously nasty loops with it, no matter the race. In this game, key canceling is the new Kamehameha canceling, and in my opinion, it's nowhere near as stylish and it's nowhere near as cool. So when it came to leveling up in Xenoverse 1, you know, when you level up your characters and, you know, get all your attribute points, Xenoverse 1, we didn't have all these scapegoats that we got in Xenoverse 2. In Xenoverse 2, we have so many ways to level up, it's freaking crazy. We have the expert missions, the Goku mission. You can level up from fighting online. Hell, you could even pay the goddamn Namekian to level up for you without even having to do any work. You could even level up with TP medals. You can buy your way to your level with real money. That's how easy it is in Xenoverse 2. So many more options. In Xenoverse 1, we didn't have that luxury. You want to know how we leveled up? You want to know how we got all our characters to level 99? You want to know how every time we made a new character? You want to know every time we want to make a new race? Every time you want to make a new race, every time you want to make a new character, you know what you had to do? You had to get a buddy. You had to start up this parallel quest right here, the Great Ape Festival. Sorry, the return of the Great Ape Festival, or in other words, the return of the Gap. This parallel quest was one of the worst, most tedious things I will never forget. I used to spend hours, and I mean like 7-6 hours, leveling up your characters, my characters in Xenoverse 2. It was so bad that whenever we had like an XP boost in Xenoverse 1, which happened very rarely, it was like Christmas. It was like a dream come true. Every single person knew what that meant. It's time to level up your fucking characters. If you got any characters you're gonna level up, now's the time to damn do it. Don't wait, do it now. The skills we had were Blue Tornado for strikers and freaking Perfect Shot for Ki Blast characters. It was the most boring, dull, stupid, repetitive way to ever level up characters in a fucking game. And last but not least, let's talk about the general changes to the battle mechanics, because they're pretty huge. So the first thing that comes to mind would be that Xenoverse 1 did not have a stamina break system. You know, Xenoverse 2, you could break your opponent's stamina when their stamina is low, and you could get a guaranteed combo pretty much, and just do whatever you want to the opponent. In Xenoverse 1, that didn't exist. Not only that, but we couldn't see our opponent's stamina in Xenoverse 1. So there was no seeing when your opponent's stamina was low. You kind of had to guess. Xenoverse 1 also had much lower health, so you died a lot quicker in this game, especially on a real buffed out, meatied up striker or a really maxed out Ki Blast character. All it took was one good hit from either of those characters or one good Ki Blast from a Ki Blast character and you're pretty much dead. So there's a bunch of changes to Xenoverse 1's fighting system to Xenoverse 2 that I can make an entire video on by itself. So I might do that if we get this video to a good enough amount of likes. I might do that for you guys because there's a lot to talk about. But on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end the video right there. I think you guys get the gist. Xenoverse 2 is a huge improvement from Xenoverse 1. The most gigantic improvement in the world, and all the shit I talk about the game, you know, I think it's miles better than Xenoverse 1. Hopefully whenever Xenoverse 3 comes out for the PS5, we see a similar jump in quality, a similar jump in features, and a similar jump in just fun overall with Xenoverse 3 compared to Xenoverse 2, and we can do a similar video like this for Xenoverse 3 when it comes out, if it ever does come out. But for now, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope the wait was worth it for this video. Comment down below if I missed anything, and have a great day.